Buckingham Palace, yes, oh yes, has officially updated the royal family's website to reflect the Duke and Duchess's, Sussexes' children's new titles.
Previously known as Master Archie and Miss Lilibet, the succession page on the website now lists the children as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet of Sussex.
This follows the announcements of Lilibet's christenings earlier this week in LA. Well, joining us now to discuss this is showbiz reporter and other things too, Kinsey Schofield. Thank you for being with us. But I have to say, there's only one word that springs to my mind: hypocrites. Didn't want anything to do with the royal family, but now they're making sure their children have the royal name. So is that hypocrites, or are they looking at future earnings for the children?
Well, I mean, I do think that this is money motivated. Good morning to you. Harry talked about wanting a family and not an institution. So why is it so important to him that his son be a prince? And specifically with Lili, I mean, these are American children now. Lili was born here in the States. What is she the princess of? Because Americans fought a war to not have to acknowledge royals. So I don't really understand what the objective is unless it's monetary.
Kinsey,
Princess of Netflix, they could be.
Well, indeed. I just wondered, from, with your expertise of what's going on in the US, how popular are Meghan and Harry in the US now, and compared, for example, to Kate and William? Who in the US is winning the popularity contest?
Well, I can tell you confidently that it's William and Catherine that are winning the popularity contest here in the States. Harry and Meghan, after the release of Spare and even the episode of South Park, their popularity took a huge dive. And at this point in time, they're less popular here in America than Prince Andrew.
Wow. Well, I mean, some of us are saying enough already. I'm bored of listening to them. And I tell you what I don't like to see, and I didn't know if Americans liked this, Harry more or less having sort of therapy live on air and sort of some sort of diagnosis. Does that go down well in the States? It's a bit cringe, I think, for us over here.
Well, let's be honest. We are the home of Dr. Phil, Oprah Winfrey, Ricki Lake. I mean, I could list off all of the tacky TV shows that have existed, Jerry Springer, all of the tacky TV shows that have existed over the years here in America. And unfortunately, it really feels like this falls into that category. Harry being diagnosed over Zoom, that is extremely unsettling. And it's not something that the American public is comfortable with, but it is that, really kind of tacky reality TV that we've all become addicted to. And I apologize if we've sent it over there your way. If in any sort of way, if we've influenced your TV, I'm sorry.
You brought the TV over here, but we've sent the people to be on the table, on the analyst table to you.
I thought everybody had a therapist in America, Kinsey. I thought you weren't anybody in America unless you had your own therapist.
No, I agree with your wife. I work out for my therapy and I talk to God. I don't need to sit down with a stranger. Not everybody has one.
Now, what we're hearing now, though, is that, the palace have made it that Meghan and Harry can come to the coronation. They've got it. They think it's easier to put them down on the list. And if they don't come, I guess you can just take 2 chairs out the room. But they've put it on the list. Do you think they'll get their own back there? Do you think they'll put them behind a pillar at the very back? Or do you think this is now trying to get them back in the fold and contain them?
I think that there's probably a giant candlestick that's got Meghan Markle's name on it that they're going to place her behind in case she attends. But I think that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex realize that their most valuable asset is their relationship with the royal family. They have monetized like 17 months of misery. And so the only way that they can continue to tell their story, to sell more books, and to sit down with more Oprah Winfreys is to have more incidents where they feel rejected. And so they're going to pursue that.
Kinsey Schofield, thank you very much indeed for joining us.